My Dune addiction is insatiable. We got Random Guy, Goose, and Moonlight Demon. Going first again. Subject X137. Web of Power, which may be worth revealing early for. And Face Dancer Initiate. Technologies are ordnance, invasion ships, and training drones. Pretty unimpressive. If we get Helena, she'll be very good. Nothing here explicitly says Ariana, but I think she could be good too. Okay, she's gone. Yuna is good in first position. And Hundro is good in first position. So I'd be happy with any of these three. Paul has some issues, because it's easier for him to get to Web of Power, but it's easy for a lot of people to get to Web of Power. Let's see what Moonlight Demon picks. I'm curious. Helena is actually quite good for first position here. Yeah, let's pick Helena. They picked 2 deck builders. 3 deck builders, actually. So we can prey on them. So we can ring the Web of Power first action and go to smuggling. Oh, God. Okay. Okay, good to know that's there. Now, we kind of risk the Web of Power if we go to Arakeen. But there's an 80% chance we still get it. Could go tech negotiation, but the persuasion doesn't do anything. We don't plan around Kwisatz because there's 4 atomics tokens. So I think Arakeen is safe, but it is a little risky. Only, again, there's an 80% chance we don't draw the Seek Allies, and we're fine. But I feel pretty stupid if I drew that Seek Allies, wouldn't I? The Negotiator is not nothing, but it's not great. With 2 daggers in hand, Arakeen is definitely better. Interesting play from Mariana. She doesn't get any spice out of it, but she does draw a card. I'm going to do the Arakeen play. Yeah, we're safe. 2 daggers. To me, this says put 3 in. If somebody hardies, we tie them. If they don't, we get a shipping bump. This is good because it shuffles the deck and it gives us a chance to draw the Web of Power sooner. Next hand, we will have our other Convincing and our Seek Allies, but we'll be going last. If Ariana hardies, then she would beat us in the combat for sure. But that would be very expensive for her. Tech negotiation. Okay, interesting. Maybe she's gearing up for the Guild Ambassador. I don't think Armand will Hardy Warriors here. He would have to have double faction and not want to Mentat, which would cost him a trash. Now, he could Hardy Warriors after he Mentats, but he still doesn't get in the trash that way. Card back. Okay. He could beat us with a combat card. Rings a Liaison, which is interesting. It makes sense with the Kwisatz. Doesn't deploy at all, so we're pretty much guaranteed this combat. Pick up the Web of Power. No specimens at all. So we're probably not going to get either of these cards. Although we have access to the subject next run if we want it. So, is it smuggled down here? I think it is, because we're not going to get smuggling again for quite a while. Go to 6. We go Wealth next round. First action. If we're lucky, we'll draw green and we'll... Ariana gets Guild Ambassador, and the Quartermaster, which I think is a bad decision. Face Dancer makes it better, so she may be okay. Paul just buys a Liaison. This is interesting. Could be worth blowing the row up. We could just draw our ring again next round. But yeah, we have potentially access to Swordmaster next round if we draw green. Oh my god. Talk about a hot row, Jesus Christ. Man, I hope I get my ring. Honestly, High Council could be good here. Oh my god, I got it. Holy crap. Well, if Wealth is available, we still have to go Wealth first action. That is the absolute high roll. I don't think they would go Wealth. Not when Fold Space is around. So now Armand has to consider what to do. But why would he go Wealth? He's not close to Swordmaster. Maybe to get to High Council. Maybe. Haga Basin. Let's go. Unorthodox ways to get your Swordmaster round 1. Or round 2, I mean. So what are we ringing here? The Master, right? Problem is, if we do ring the Master, we can't actually play our experimentations. Maybe we blow the row up. But why? We're Helena. We have, like, we benefit more than anyone else from this row. If we played Signet Ring to High Council, we could get Jessica. I don't think it's worth it. The Master and reveal 1 action early is a very good outcome for me. Besides, we're going to have to do that anyway. It's not like we can play these experimentations. No reason to blow the row up. Well, that's interesting. That's a mistake. She should wait one round to do that, because now other players can go to fold space. We could decide not to swordmaster this round. We could, given that we're just going to get it next round anyway, we could signet ring somewhere else. But we take the tempo hit out of the equation. Signet ring to Arakeen, for example, if we draw a 2 persuasion, which is there's only one of, so it's not very likely we could get Jessica. If we draw 1 persuasion, we're still at 5. It doesn't really change our play at all. And we can't get the combat with 3 troops, so I think we just swordmaster and take our lumps. She got lucky that, like, we didn't have faction. Because that play that she made was not really the right way of doing things. I guess she knows for sure that Armand doesn't have it. She does not know for sure that I don't have it. So, face dancer or subject? Face dancer works better with Web of Power overall. It's more persuasion overall. The subject is cool, but we currently have no research. So let's take the face dancer. Armand hasn't used his coordination ability once. Dagger on top. So we don't want to play the Web of Power here. We have no faction pretty much anywhere. Suppose we could play it after going to Wealth. Unimpressive. Let's think about the fact that there's a Jessica in the row. How can we make that happen? Well, we don't have access to any spice at the moment. So we can't select a breeding, which would be the easiest way to make it happen. Tech negotiation doesn't get us there. Erkeen doesn't get us there. Mentat doesn't get us there. It's not possible. As far as I know. But firm grip could be quite good. Although we're revealing last, so it's unlikely. Let's go to full space. That will give us interstellar shipping next round, because we reveal for a guild bump on this. Going to Erkeen is not amazing, because we just roll the dagger, but because their garrisons are so empty, 2 daggers, 3 troops from Erkeen, very likely that we win this battle. So Hardy does complicate that a little bit. It'll depend on what else Paul does. So perhaps it's better to go to Carthag. Raft to Highliner. Okay, so we're not fighting for this one. That's pretty cool. She got those 2 to go off together. Has she bought any Graft Sense? Just a liaison. Could still be worth going to Erkeen or to Carthag just to grab an intrigue. I think that's probably what we're going to do here. Strong arm. It's not bad. It's a reason not to deploy the troop. Last action is tech negotiation. Probably should have tech negotiated first here to block Paul from doing it. Now we're actually not revealing last because Paul went Mentat. Didn't play her guild ambassador. There's another if grafted card. Armand doesn't have the 4-eye. Maybe we will get this firm grip. Crazy. Paul has 5 cards in hand. If we block tech negotiation, I don't think he gets Jessica. He did buy a liaison, though. What's Paul got? Court intrigue. Liaison. That's about it. I don't think he can do it. Maybe if he had gotten tech negotiation, but he's not going to. If he goes to Airkeen, though, we probably blow the row up. After getting firm grip, of course. I think he just trashed the dagger out of hand, so yeah, he doesn't have it. Other memory could be stronger, actually. It pulls the Web of Power back into our hand, and it draws into Web of Power. And Firm Grip is boring. Other memory it is. It's also 2 Persuasion card. So it gets us closer to Jessica and Kwisatz. No Atomics tokens yet. There he goes. Yeah. No surprise. Well, there's some of our gas. We're not going to be able to draw the Web of Power back with the other memory because we redrew the Web of Power. So probably what we're going to do here is other memory to Interstellar first. And then... oh, I'm not sure next. We drew more faction than we need. No signet ring. Oh my god. Crazy. What a weird little dude. Let's try to get Frem into 2 next, so that we can start getting this Web of Power to go off. We could infiltrate secrets and just take the 2 Solari and start going to Mentad and stuff with it, though. That's also an option. But I think with this much faction, we're better off not playing it. We could strong arm Fremen, and then that turns it on for Web of Power. I kind of like that, actually. Two daggers in hand, we ought to put at least 1 troop in. No other ways. Okay. The only reason why we wouldn't graft the Face Dancer here is because we don't want to draw a ring. But given that the Kwisatz is gone, I don't think we care about that. And cycling the deck gets us back to Web of Power and Master sooner. So I think what we want to do is infiltrate with Web of Power. We get a water, we get a card draw. Water of Life is pretty good. We can get a research and a two research and a specimen. At this point, the subject might be pretty good, actually. Well, I don't think it makes it back to us. Yeah. No Frimming cards, so Chris Knife doesn't make any sense. I think we just buy nothing here. With a Web of Power and a Master in our deck, we just don't want to be adding liaisons. If Armand lets me have a Contaminator, I will absolutely take it, though. Okay. That's very strong with a Web of Power. We have 3 water right now. Wow. Okay. So, Specimen. Probably Specimen again. Let's do this. Scarab. We are adding a lot to the deck. It's a 15-card deck. It's pretty big, but yeah, can't turn down Sayyadina and Contaminator. Okay. So there's nothing really worth Signet Ringing, so we play the Experimentation instead. Trash. We have a good deck. We want to see as much of it as possible. Get rid of the dagger. Ordnance would be pretty good, but we want Spice for this Water of Life. I guess we take Training Drones. Emperor, so that now we have the Web of Power online fully. I think this game's probably in the bag. New tech is detonation devices. We're not that far off from being able to afford them. We have some serious heat in our discard pile. I think we should just go ahead and use this Water of Life. We're not that far off from Spice Must Flow either. We've caught up on scarabs, and we've just about caught up on research. Because we trashed the dagger, there's not that many bad cards we could draw. Although we should consider maybe going selective breeding first, since that would allow us to trash the other dagger. We could always save the Water of Life. I think I like that idea, honestly. Interesting. Let's do this. So, let's trash the other dagger. Contaminator, another memory. Other memory showing up this early is not great. But it's okay. It's got card draw on it. We can play the Contaminator and be happy. We don't get the SMF, but it's okay. Our next hand's going to be just absolute heat. I think we use an Atomic Token before our action, because if we see an 8 specifically, we want to play the Signet Ring instead of the Contaminator. Could also go Mentat. Probably better to go Mentat. Blow up first, then go Mentat. She grafted it again, so she has been able to do that twice now. Props to her. High Council from Armand. Okay. Yep, so let's Mentat. Let's blow up the row first. That's an 8. I don't know if it's good enough. Power play is probably better, isn't it? It's a cool card. Draw the card first and see what we want to set aside. Yeah, it's power play. Kind of funny that nobody deployed to this, although Armand is still alive and kicking. It makes sense why he wouldn't. The Solari at this stage is just not that valuable. We can actually get that 2 spice now when we reveal. Let's do 2 units. We did get the Chris knife off. We'll have some competition for this alliance. Gola could be very strong here. But we can't put it on top of our deck. I think our deck's getting too big. We should just buy the Scarab at this point. Especially if we want to make it to the end of the Scarab track. I think it's what we ought to do. Plus the spice gives us Water of Life. Putting a Worm Riders in our hand could be pretty good. Right now, I don't think we want to do that, but we don't have the... So first action, we want to take Sayyadina to Still Space, if we can. I guess I could take her to Fold Space too, but... it's okay. Could take her to Secrets. I mean, we have more Fremen access than we need. It's just that right now this alliance is a little competitive. Okay, round 6 Swordmaster from Ariana. These guys were way too slow to get it. Can you voice the Fremen? Voice Highliner? No one can go Highliner. Voice is Dreadnought. Interesting. This game is over. You know, we might actually be able to end this round, right? No, we couldn't. Because we're not playing to 10, we're playing to 11. If we got a power play on top from Water of Life, it might be possible. Might as well try it. What would we get from Tlaxu guy? Nothing really. A spice. Can't get to the faction at the moment. Let's see if we can end the game this round. Flip the Web of Power, just see what comes up, you know? Or the Water of Life, I mean. Not bad. So experimentation, like let's say we face dancer experimentation, right? We have to open with Whip of Power here. It's a little awkward because the power play, we can't really play it. Wealth is taken. We play experimentation. It doesn't work. Shadowy Bargain doesn't really do anything here. I mean, it gets us a Scarab. We need 3 Scarabs to get a point, so that doesn't work. We could power play to Fold Space, but again, it just doesn't really do enough. Mon does have the ordnance on that. As it stands, if he wanted to beat us in the combat, I think he would have put a troop in. We play power play. We don't get the... No, it doesn't work. Other memory to what? Carthag? Siege Tabor helps with Sayyadina. Do Siege Tabor, I think. Do we deploy the unit? I just don't think he's got 7. Let's do it. He might not have put the troop in because he has combat cards. I think we want to go down this way. The faction bump could really help us steal something. The spice is nice, though. No daggers. Worm Riders, maybe? good. Just doesn't have any persuasion is all. It's Fremen for Sayyadina's bond. Occupation's better, but we can't afford it. Research number 1 is... This gives us more total scarabs going up here. And the entry card faster. Let's do it. Gola on top, does that matter? No, probably not. Too much flipping between menus with this card, I think. Oh, no. Hold on, I wanted to buy something. Right? With the right entry card, he can still beat us, but if he has, let's say, a single ambush, he was able to do that, now he can't. He moves before us. If he wants to steal from it, he probably can. Cool, we get the point. We're at 9. We're just crushing this. We drew the Worm Riders, which I don't know if we want to do that or not. First action, we play Contaminator unless Armand is gonna take it from us. Hell, we might play it second action anyway. We play Experiment. This is kind of a round off because we got all our awesome cards last round. If we play Experimentation, what do we get out of that? Mulligan, probably the Shadowy Bargain. Card draw is very good. We have no green for Mentat, probably just because we trashed our daggers. I think Armand is going to go to Fremen. His Ordnance is actually quite dangerous with that Dreadnought. Swarm Riders could help us win the combat. We've got training drones, so we're not empty. Full space. Okay, great. So we need to reinforce this. Hardy Warriors is 3 troops. Plus 6 from the Worm Riders. It's possible. We did us the game this round. Show him shares. There you go. Literally perfect. Just beautiful luck. But I think we're losing the combat to Paul. Show him shares because it's 10. How do we find our last point? Secrets? Selective breeding? Selective seems better. Right now we're at 14, same as Paul. Damn it. Well, he got the last laugh on that one. So we don't... Not confident we win the game this round anymore. Let's trash this contaminator. We don't need it anymore. That's pretty good. This takes us to 10, and this takes us to 11, and we got it. So long as we don't have ourselves double-crossed. Also, we get a point from the scarabs from the Talaxu Master, so that'll do it too. Freeman was not even necessary. Sayyadina, unfortunately, is not going to be able to give us a point. We're one water short because we went to Hardy. Oh well. Helena might be way underrated in this expansion. Technically, we can still not win this round if somebody has, like, specifically the double cross. Ariana making a good little comeback here. Does he bite Deado? I mean, he probably has to assume we have a spice must flow and that the game's ending. If we Talaxu Master to Mentat, what happens? We add Fatakin Death Commando to our hand and probably get a spice must flow. Or we add in the shadows to our hand and nothing happens. Probably get an SMF if I mean, right now we have 3 specimens, right? Yeah, so we've got the Scarab point. We don't have to reveal the Twilight Master. We can do it for the intrigue shuffle, but it's not necessary. The intrigue shuffle could be pretty good, though. I wonder if we can put a liaison in our hand. We can. Oh no, we put it in our discard pile. Oh, that didn't work the way I wanted it to. We could still do the research and experimentation. Let's see if double cross exists. I don't see any reason why Armand would double cross me unless he's very aware of the stage incident. We ended up being a little congested on still suits this game. It's kind of just hard to play Armand, and for that matter, Paul, when Helena's in the game. The daggers from Worm Riders don't do anything. We might as well play him in a research station, right? Okay, well, Quid Pro is not useful, so that's okay. Neither is a shadowy bargain. It's all right. There's 11. There's 12. We could Quid Pro for basically no effect. No reason to. Let's stage an incident, go to 13. Web of Power is a broken card. I'll keep saying that. $5 points. Holy crap. 5 points. Alrighty then. That training drones was pretty nice. That was the extra troop we needed to get the both the desert power actually and also the stage incident. 3 research conversion points, 2 Talaxu row points, a spice must flow, every faction, 1 alliance, desert power. There you go. We trashed our contaminator, but it played a significant role. It gave us at least 2 scarabs, which we needed. I wish I'd been able to close this out last round. Couldn't. It wasn't quite happening that way. We got pretty close, but didn't happen. Anyway, Helena Richese is pretty good. MVP card is going to be the Web of Power, I believe. You could argue for the Talaxu Master. You know, we actually never finished the track, but it did give us some scarabs. It did give us some trashing going on. So, I mean, it gave us a couple benefits. I misused it at the end here, but it ended up not mattering. But Web of Power was just so huge. It got us interstellar shipping. It got us a ton of hard draw, a ton of Solari. We're down to 1 Solari, right? Like, we needed that Solari that we drew from it to play the Chum Shares. Sayyadina was good too. Power play was crap. This was crap. We should have just bought the occupation, but we kind of got unlucky with the way we drew it. No big deal. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna say Web of Power MVP, and hope you guys enjoy these Immortality videos, and I will see you later.